So now we're leaving from abusing the infants to abusing the elderly. Can we laugh at this one?
This is terrible, man. This is. I mean, just the matter of fact nature of this. Man defends teen son who violently attacked granny over shoes. All he did was hit her with a chair. Is what he said. I said a Deltona man who didn't like his grandmother telling him to take off his shoes hit the woman with a kitchen chair. The deputy said. And when investigating deputies asked Justin Penner's father, Mark Penner, what happened during the incident Thursday about 2:20 p.m., the dad said all he did was hit her with a chair as if that was okay. And we're not talking about one of them folding WWE chairs. We talk about one of them kitchen table chairs that's not, I mean, come on, man. He was charged with aggravated battery on a person 65 years of age or older. Wow, I didn't know there was a special type of battery for yellow. That's kind of interesting. You learn something every day. He was, let me see. Oh, hey, it's a tough old bird because Jean Penner, 77, flagged down deputies while in a parking lot on Saxon Boulevard and reported she had been battered in her Normandy Boulevard home. So, I mean, she probably
wasn't that bad
after. You know, like you saw a wrestler, you start hulking up when they hitting you to get the energy to be able to get up. I mean, but come on, you can't. And I don't know what it is about me and the shoulders, but I'm thinking the legs came down on Granny's shoulder blades and just brought her down. I mean, that's fucked up, man. You're supposed to have respect for your elders, respect for women, respect, all that shit, man. You can't, come on, man. This is terrible. I mean, oh, God. And she just didn't want dude to walk in and track, and I understand there's a lot of people like this. She didn't want him bringing his dirty shoes into the house.
Yeah, maybe she based up a couple of times on him, and you know, he just
so
had
because
enough.
of that, you're gonna hit Granny with a kitchen chair. Damn, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough, man.
Well, you know, what can you say? What can you do?
I don't know. I mean,
but like I said, folks, I mean, I don't know if it's helpful, you know, to even think about these things, but you know. I don't know. You may have to just really ponder, you know, where we are in the grand scheme of things, who we are, what we are.
And then I'm thinking, if we're the evolved state of humanity, what the fuck were we?
That's what we were told.
What? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
what
that's
I
what
mean,
we're told.
Seriously, I mean, what were we? If this is, I mean,
you've heard enough of those stories that how, you know, we aren't evolved. We've lost, you know, a whole bunch of mental capabilities.
Yeah.
That we were a form of higher.
Yeah, had a higher state of mind, higher state of being, and somehow we've been dumbed down. I mean, I've actually seen people coin the term dumb downification, a whole bunch of different. Well, I you know, just on a much lower note. I mean, I think we are being dumbed down. And I don't know if it's by design. I don't know if there's like a grand puppet master doing it. But I just look at what we consider entertainment today. Most entertainment today, to me, is beneath me. I will not waste my time. I mean, most literature that I've come across, when I say literature, I mean like articles and things like that, are poorly written. The television shows, very lowbrowed. Movies, very simple, just a lot of bombast and explosions and crap like that. Reality television, what we consider to be popular music these days, what's acceptable as far as in how we interact with one another. I think everything is stripping things away from us and dumbing us down and bringing us to a more base level. Like I said, I don't know if there's some puppet master doing it, but it's just something that I see because, you know, when you look, just taking television above everything else, just look at television. They give us more channels of nothing, you know, and it's reality TV shows, just people yelling and screaming at each other in ridiculous situations, all for what? For what purpose?
Although, I did see one that I finally found, at least again, the concept interesting.
Okay, what was that? I mean,
it's called, and really quick because we're running out of time yet again. It's called Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, you had some scientists who, obviously, people had to agree to participate, and they basically, it was like matchmaking thing, but they did it like scientifically. They did like biological studies, personality studies, this study, da 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 da.
Did they do DNA like the past study that we did?
They did a
DNA,
bunch of
try to
stuff
do DNA
more than
matching?
just
Okay.
questionnaires. Let's just
Okay.
put it that way.
Okay.
And when they picked who they believe would work out, these people met at the altar.
Wow.
They had their families were there, and basically it was like, Frank, this is Jane. Jane, this is Frank. Dearly beloved, we're gathered together. And then they had 5 weeks to decide whether they were actually going to now try, like the fit was good enough to now try to work out and stay married or get a divorce.
Okay.
And it was 3 couples, I think, 3 or 4. 3 or 4 couples, but out of the 3 or 4, one decided to get a divorce. The others decided to try making go of it.
Interesting.
But that was fascinating. I thought that was very, very, very. And along the way, they had a
Ratings
sexologist.
must be horrible.
Right, exactly.
Ratings must
right.
be canceled next year.
They had a sexologist, a psychologist, I think like a counselor, and like some other dude, like basically like following them, talking to them at intervals. But they wouldn't like intervene. They wouldn't like try to guide them. It was like,
You really have to. Okay.
Right. You're
Okay.
the science says that you guys should work this out somehow.
Now, do you believe there's any validity to the show, or do you think it's just a better constructed, non-reality reality show? Because my whole thing is whenever there's cameras around you, there's a camera operator, and that creates an environment that is not natural.
Right.
I prefer like when and I don't even know if I believe these shows, but like Survivor Man and shows like that, where a guy, he basically has like 7 or 8 different cameras, and then he has a satellite phone just in case anything goes wrong. Well, at least that's the setup.
Right.
So, it's always just, a handheld shot, like selfies all over the place, or then like little things, placed all around. So I thought, if I were to believe anything, I thought that would be something that would, would lend itself more to a natural society. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
indeed.
could you imagine you trying to be intimate with your old lady, and there's like 3 different camera dudes, and we've been on the film set, we're filmmakers, and you've seen like the sound, lavs, we got lavs hooked up to us, booms. I mean, what kind of environment? Because if you start associating this individual or this union with all of this extraneous nonsense, you're not really giving yourself a fair shake at what might have been intimate moments.
Right. I mean, obviously, it's not the purest thing in the world, but
Yeah.
I don't know, it was interesting anyway.
It sounds interesting, but be that as it may, most entertainment
without
is just
question.
trash.
Without question.
Most music, trash. Musicianship, the things that gave the human element to music has been mostly removed. So I do believe that we are being dumbed down just by what is popular today. But like I said, I keep going back. I don't know if it's anyone doing this intentionally, but that still doesn't say that, it doesn't explain some of the horrible, heinous shit that's going on out there. So, yeah.
But once again, we're here to bring you the good news.
Yeah, and join us. I was speaking previously about an individual that was condemning us for a particular comment that was made, an off-color comment about a serious subject. Don't judge us on little increments and little small moments. If you try and take in the show and understand where we're coming from, and hopefully it will reveal itself to you. But even if it doesn't, I applaud the people that take the time to actually say that, hey, we suck, you don't like this or you don't like that, or you like this or you like that, because it engages in dialogue, and that's what this is all about. I mean, we love hearing from you guys, and frankly, I wish we would hear from you more. So,
Indeed. But anyway, folks, again, that is our show.
So until
And
next time.
Of course, we'll be back next week. Not sure which setting we're going to be in, but
because we might
we'll
be in
be
a
here.
big boy room,
Yeah.
or we might be in a semi-big boy room, which is very intimate and not as intimate as this one, but really cool. We'll see. But either way, we will return.
Thank you. Catch you next week.
Take care. Murmur, 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 murmur.
We're trying to make it, baby.